Hi guys, big massive welcome back to my channel. So I thought I'd just sit down and do a little catch up because honestly I have been so MIA this week. You might have noticed I've not been on Instagram, haven't uploaded any videos, and so now I'm really out of breath. I have been ill. I thought it was COVID. It was very similar. It wasn't. I kept testing negative for it. I stopped taking the tests in the end, but like up until it was pretty much just a chest infection, but boy did it get to me. So I'm still on antibiotics, and honestly if I look in the viewfinder I don't even recognize the person because honestly I have looked like death this past week. It was very weird, very similar, like I got the chest, very similar like kind of, I don't know, time scale as COVID. Not as bad, by no means. COVID was horrendous. This was just very bad. But I like got a chesty cough and then it got really infected. So I was like ill with just a normal chesty cough and then I went downhill so badly and needed antibiotics. My doctor thinks I'm just prone to a virus. Anyway, I thought I'd do a little bit of telling you basically what's been going on, because honestly it's been a week, if not a few weeks from hell. So basically I might be moving imminently. Is that the right word? Immediately? Imminently? Now. I have a house viewing tomorrow, so the next vlog will be coming along with me to that. I'm just going to take you along. Basically Christmas has literally been ruined. So underneath my flat, I live on the first floor, and directly underneath this flat is the biggest construction site ever for underneath. They're completely refurbing it, putting in like triple soundproofing, but ironically they are drilling my floor 24 like all day long. I put this on my stories and loads of people are like, what's wrong? But I was like, you need to turn the sound on. The sound is horrendous. Listen. Honestly, it does not stop, and it, as calm as I try and be, and like I'm filming 3 or 4 videos on a Sunday now because I can't film during the week because of the noise, but as calm and as, what's it called, as much as I can control the situation, when I'm in this house flat and it's shaking and it's noisy, I get myself in like an adrenaline state. It makes me have insomnia. I have broken out in a rash everywhere. Like, it is just such an unhealthy environment for me to be in. And last week, when obviously I didn't know whether I had COVID or not, I just had to isolate for like 2 weeks. I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't go to a coffee shop because I was so ill, and it was just a living hell. My landlord is taking no responsibility for it. She ignores me every time I bring it up. The management of the building is giving me like the same, is ignoring me, taking no responsibility to it. No one warned me, so I could have got out my lease in November, but instead my landlord pretty much didn't tell me about the works, so I was in here. Like, she knew, I think she knew about it and she just didn't bother telling me, because obviously she wouldn't have been able to get new people in if the noise was so bad. Luckily my estate agent seems to be on my side, and hopefully I've explained what was going on, and she was here, like she was on the phone to me when it was happening, so hopefully fingers crossed I can get some answers. And the really annoying thing was everyone I was trying to email, the architects that are doing it, like everyone I spoke to was ignoring me or like saying it wasn't their problem. The only answer that I got is when I messaged the people that are taking over downstairs, so the company that is like whose shop it is. I tagged them in what I posted on my stories of the noise, and then I got a full-blown like essay response, and I was like, how bad that the only way that I can get anywhere with this is if I use my social media platform. And like, I was literally just ignored the rest of the time. I was like, how are we living in this, like how anyway, I'm getting myself worked up just talking about it, but hopefully I can get out of the lease as soon as possible, and which means I will be flat hunting throughout December, which means I probably won't. I was planning on going home for a lot of time because obviously I didn't get to spend Christmas with my family last year, so this year I really wanted to go home and spend a lot of time with them. It means I can't do that anymore. It means I'm gonna have to like house hunt and move and pack all the way through December, and literally the week in between Christmas and New Year as an influencer, or this industry that we live in, is the only time that I get off a year. Like, the emails go off, no one messages you, no campaigns are booked. It's the one week a year that is like I dedicate to like time off, and I'm just gonna be so stressed out. And obviously I was ill on top of this. Georgia is staying in this room at the moment. She's on a blow up bed. I took her in because also she got chucked out of her last flat because her friend who owns it wanted to sell it. So it's just turned into a bit of a shit show. But primarily I'm feeling so much better. Like, I couldn't even lift my head off the pillow a couple of days ago. As soon as I got on the antibiotics, it really changed it for me. So hopefully I can be back this week. That was the main thing, because I was just looking, I think I said in my last vlog, I had like lumps all the way around my neck. I think they were where my glands were. Like, I'd broken out in like a lumpy rash around where my lymph nodes were. Is it called lymph nodes? What are these things? Swollen, and you could see in my face, like I had like swollen cheeks here. So the lead up to it, I was just feeling rotten for about 2 weeks. I was really ill for about 2 weeks. So for pretty much the whole of November, I've just, oh no, what are we in now? December. Pretty much last bit of November, December, it's been rubbish. I just thought I'd do this video because obviously everyone thinks like life is fantastic. It's honestly been a shit show. You know, when you just think how many things can go wrong at the same time. And like so many more things as well that I just obviously not gone into, but I'm trying to like take a deep breath and breathe. The flat situation, if anyone knows of anything that can help me out, like the decibel levels of it are like 70, and I believe they have to be 55 in a residential area. Like, it exceeds anything. Like, it's not someone doing a job next door. The whole flat shakes when it happens because they're literally drilling into my floorboards. And I live in a building that has like, the structure's metal, so when you drill into the metal, it like vibrates. Oh, I tell ya. I tell ya. And I can't go home because like obviously this week, the first 2 weeks of December, I have to say must be the busiest time of the year for influencers, and I have not been able to work. So this week's going to be very busy, and I'm going to be taking you along. So the next couple of videos, it's going to get very, very busy. This I'm about to film, it's a Nasty Girl haul, so stay tuned because really good stuff in here. So I've got lots of hauls coming this week. I'm doing 3, but yeah, just thought I'd say hi. I'm back. Yeah. And I'll see you probably tomorrow for this haul.